How's it flying, guys? Lance Corporal Hawk 30, and oh, oh no, we finally got part 2 to a tight budget, and Tightwad is taking no prisoners with that budget cuts. Also, it was informed to me in the last reaction that Tightwad is actually voiced by Finn himself, which, good on you, Finn. I couldn't tell that. I should have picked it up after a quick listen back to that first video, but now I can tell. Okay, yeah, I should have picked up on that the first time. It's like, okay, so that's Finn voicing Tightwad. Good job. Yo. Well done. And, I'm not 100% sure how this is going to go. I'm assuming this is the one that's going to wrap up this particular conflict. How we get there, though, is probably going to involve some very cheap effects and sequences and all that stuff. Because, yeah. He kind of went on, at the end there, he's just pretty much like, oh, I've got the power to yada yada, even though it wasn't legally binding, so technically they can kick him out and have no repercussions at this point, but I wonder what I'm just gonna have to wait, see, to understand, because it's probably just the way the writing is, this particular tidbit. Even the description, we don't have a witty description of what happens in this part because someone cut our writer's budget. Imagine that. But anyways, I'm not going to waste any further time. We're just going to go ahead and get into this. Link to the original video will be in the description. Please ensure that you have indeed seen this before you watch my reaction to it. And with that out of the way, let us go ahead and go.
This episode is brought to you.
Give me money, give me money, give me money, give me money, give me money.
Don't let him talk. Budget cuts indeed. I've done the misspelled words too. TF2 part twice. Thank you to Wilstonator. Thank you. So because he cut the budget for their weapons.
Could the pyro deer come to my office, please? Pyro deer to my office.
Are you even... is he even budget cutting their names? Or does he just not care?
What seems to be the trouble, Mr. Tightwad?
I've been starting to have second thoughts about this whole fighting with one clip of ammo thing. I've been seeing it play out, and I think giving the mercenaries Nerf guns was a bad idea.
And I think so too, sir. I mean, we can't really prepare for combat if we don't use...
Up. Hang on to that opinion of yours. You're gonna need that for ammunition.
What?
Huh?
I figured that even one clip is too many. Why fight with physical weapons when we can just fight with opinions? Heck, 90% of fights nowadays start with opinions. Why not end with them as well? We'd save thousands.
All right.
Why has Doc not interjected at this part? And even then, you're in charge of helping with budget, not the day-to-day functions so much.
Right, it's settled then. Weapons have
No.
been cut.
Yeah, not even weapons.
Now tell me, Bambi, where do you stand? You a cat person or a dog person?
What's a person?
Fantastic. Here you go.
You are now a conscientious objector to being dead, hippie.
Ask your friends, hand these out, and then come back for more when the controversy stops.
Soldier would have burned this place to the ground. At the mere suggestion that they talk it out, it's like, You don't tell me how I talk. I choose to talk with my weapons.
Oh, okay.
Put him in a fireplace, dude.
Tightwad, the whole point of this is to get a teamwork experience that you can't get anywhere else. If we want to fight with opinions, we can just go to Twitter.
I believe the website is now called x.com, you plebeian.
Whatever, we're still gonna call it
Trust me,
Twitter.
Finn, this is way better. And hey, if they ever
No,
want
it
combat
ain't.
practice, they can just whack each other with the signs, right? It's the best of both worlds.
No,
Well, you...
that defeats the purpose.
I knew you'd come around. Prism Horse, please come to the front desk.
So who's gonna be the first to snap and blast him?
Now what do you want, Tightwad?
Well, I've been doing some math on these assets you make. What would you say they're worth?
Well, I do sell vectors on my commissions page, but normally when I edit for this project, they are usually for...
All right, I've heard enough. I'm limiting everyone to 1 pose per character.
No! She's gonna kill him. She's gonna murder him.
Poses are now cut.
No!
Wait, what? No. My personality, my expressions, my dynamic movements.
Yeah!
No, baby, come back to me.
Yeah.
Oh no! No! I can't work like this! I'm an actor, not a literal cardboard cutout!
Duh. As a fellow VA, that would be like someone saying, hey, this character, you're only allowed to do your regular voice. No, it doesn't matter what kind of character it is. You're only allowed to do your regular voice. So, like, big scary guy, yeah, you can only talk in this tone, and it has to be monotone. Excuse you, that's not what the character... Like, no. Like, that's not what the writer... No. Budget. We can't have you forcing yourself. We have to make it as easy and smooth as possible. Like, that's not the point. Like, no.
I need to emote!
Yeah, I see why... Of course, Firebrand's the only one that's allowed to be pissed off, and Ellie.
You cannot be serious, Tightwad. I mean, what kind of a cheap, low-budget excuse for a show only uses one vector? You're suppressing my creative dreams!
Bugler, press the dislike button and unsubscribe.
Oh. Okay, then.
What do you mean no one can see the dislikes anymore? Press it anyway.
Yeah, that was a stupid move. Freaking YouTube.
Yeah, you do have a point. Why stop there when we can go even lower budget?
Damn it!
Say what?
Everyone's
No.
character gets 1 pose from Pony Creator now. Cut!
Alright guys, let's just try to calm down. This is no
From Pony
time
Creator-
to panic.
Man!
I take it back. Start panicking.
Yeah! Get your knives, get your pickaxes. Where's Doc?
Ugh, that reminds me. Pizza Pony and Drama Horse, report to the front desk. You're next.
No! Somebody snap him already.
Being destroyed!
Finn, are you gonna speak up?
Hey, Tightwad! Hey, Tightwad, what's up? Yeah, Tightwad, you greedy jerk face. We're on the way to Candy Mountain.
Why did you bring those? Why did you bring up? Why that? Why that reference? Charlie! No, stop!
Candy Mountain, Tightwad.
Yeah, that's the best you got for jokes.
You're the reason we're stuck like this in the first place. Not our fault that you decided to play God.
You made our beds. We're just lying in them.
Well, you guys don't have to lie anymore, because good news, you're both fired as sound editors.
Wait, what? Okay, now you've officially lost it. How are you gonna make a show with a bunch of online personalities if you can't hear them talk? I mean, that's like 90% of why people watch us to begin with.
Yeah!
Right? Right? Someone tell me I'm right!
Trust me, Drama Horse, people have been doing this for years. The audience knows what you sound like. All we gotta do is add some witty dialogue and they can fill in the blanks. Just you wait. Come on, Taiwan, can't you at least let them have...
Turned it into a silent film. It's freaking... Okay. Doc, you gotta come back.
No, Stop. This isn't working. We can't do this if even the text is gonna have standards now. You know what? No
What are you
text at all. Let's do a dramatic reading. One voice, no animation, and one single JPEG image for the whole thing. I love it. Cut.
And so the team simply sat back and accepted their inevitable fate as silent, vectorless has-beens, their hearts full of woe and their souls full of empty. They sat in a circle,
He's gonna find a way to budget cut even this. Of all the times I could have paused it without realizing it. Of all the times. I'm about to give context, so I'm putting a pause on the reaction. I'm about to tell story time, kiddies. For those that don't watch any of my other videos, I've told this story a couple times on my non-MLP related stuff, and certainly don't believe I've ever told this story for the people that watch me for TF2 analysis. 808 is where we paused on. Is where I paused on. I didn't even know what time it was. 808. 808 was my grandfather's military service number, or part of his military service ID. And the fact that that number has popped up in so many specific moments since he passed away in 2010 is just very chilling at times, very goosebumps inducing. Most notable that I can think of was the day of my Nana's funeral. Me, my dad, and sister had left the funeral site, left the graveyard, went to go eat some supper with some relatives of ours. Decided, okay, let's go back and see how it looks now after everyone's left, after she's been put underground. We get back. Me and my dad open our car doors. My sister in the back seat says, "Daddy, look at what time it is." It was 8:08 on the dot when we got back and opened the doors. And my dad said, I just don't think I'll ever forget hearing him laugh and say, "Can't nobody tell me there's not a God with that, not a God with that kind of timing." There's just... So anytime that 808 pops up, it's like Papa's letting us know, "Hey, I'm still here. I'm watching you," and now Nana's up there with him. So, in fact, I paused on 808. I wasn't even paying attention. So, that's the brief story time. And now to get back to the reaction. On this particular frame, we see 3 of our casts definitely downtrodden and distraught. I believe this is some of Maddie's artwork. I believe. Looks like her style.
contemplating what to do next. I'm sure there has to be some job on the market for those that can't be seen or heard, said Voice. You think we could get hired as religious deities? Said Maddie. That could work, and then our followers could build statues in our honor, said Thespio.
I wonder what my followers will picture me as. I'm praying for chiseled abs, said Jess.
Said Jasp. Oh, right. I can't do this anymore. You do realize there are so many more words you can use here besides said, right?
What?
You know, sighed, mumbled, exclaimed, proclaimed, joked, whispered, shouted, yelled. I mean, if you're going to have me narrate, at least have a writing talent that's above first grade level.
Excuse me, I'm plenty talented. I've got writing skills beyond your comprehension. You just have terrible taste in narrative. Now get to reading or no paycheck, Purple.
Oh, I do apologize, Mr. Tightwad. How could I have been so wrong? You clearly have talent. In fact, why don't we take a look at one of your previous works to prove it?
Oh.
Wait, no.
Oh, okay then.
Oh, Countess, my Countess.
Cringy self-insert fanfiction.
Chapter 1. Your album is my lullaby.
Okay. Stop. No more. You're fired. In fact, forget this whole thing. The royalty-free music's too expensive anyway. All right.
I want to strangle Tightwad.
I didn't want to have to use this much power, but it's my only hope. Hold on to your seats, everyone. I hope this works. Here we go. Cut!
Son of a... I'm gonna read through this first. I can't take this anymore. I'm gonna try to voice out their voices just to see how close I can get. Now, Blissey, just try to calm down. I'm sure things will work out soon. How are things going to work out, Doc? We literally do not have a show anymore. I've spent years trying to improve on my craft, and it was all thanks to TF2. Now it's just gone. Because some stuck-up, greedy jerk decided money was more important than quality. Or having fun. Not to mention no real audio work for me or the others to do anymore. Either. We literally have nothing to work with except this Discord server. If you want to even call this working. Bliss is right. I can't take this either. Watt has completely crossed the line with this one. Can someone please explain to me how he got this powerful in the first place? With the power of writing! I didn't think he'd go this far. But maybe once he joins the call, he finally realized that... LOL, yeah, sure, Finn. The pony can't even take constructive criticism. I'm sorry, Finn, but I fear everyone is at wit's end with your friend here. Please, guys, let's just give him a chance. Maybe he will be more understanding once he joins the call. Nope! Throw him out the airlock!
Finally, I've done it. This show has officially reached zero budget.
I cannot even put into words right now how frustratingly horrible this is.
Why was this allowed to happen? There's literally no reason this should have been allowed to happen.
You know what? That's it. I'm done. I've had it. I'm out. I quit. I literally do not get paid enough for this crap.
I can't even. Not cool, bro. Not cool.
I'm also leaving in protest, and shall never again be seduced by a very convincing petition. You penny pinching joik.
Well, fine. Who needs ya? Less I gotta worry about. I don't mind doing the whole show myself. I got enough free time to do a whole 56-hour movie if I wanted to, and I won't have to spend a single dime. Yeah. Yep. I got this.
You have nothing.
And the audience. So, how about that stock market, huh?
Get out of here!
It really goes up and down a lot. Sometimes you win, Sometimes you lose.
Like right now, with you.
I put a lot of money in the stock market once. This big computer conglomerate, people thought it was tanking.
Oh, really?
I knew they'd be fine once their newest product came out.
And what
Pretty
would that
smart
be?
investment, I'd say. Finn said it would never work. Come on, Finn, tell him all about it.
Finn's gone, buddy.
Finn?
You've been left behind.
Oh, come on, I know you're still there. My anklet would have gone off. Come on, you big blue doofus. You're...
Can't defend you anymore.
You're really not there, are you? You're... Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Police.
That's fine. That's just fine. It's all fine. You know what? Everything's fine. You know what? Cut it all. Cut it all out.
Denial.
I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore. Done.
Well. Interesting choice. Like, it's not surprising that this is the way things are going, but I'm curious how they're going to resolve themselves now. What?
The blank void of emptiness.
Hello, Doc.
Not much of a sight, is it?
What? Wait a second. How are you still here? And how do you have your vectors? I got rid of those.
Well, after cutting up all those forms, you managed to destroy the show's continuity. Pretty much anything is possible at this point.
Okay, then.
Wait, anything can happen? Oh, that's perfect. Now I can bring Finn
Nope.
back. He can liven this place up in no time.
No. Including you being unable to do magic. So, Doc's the one with the continuity stone in this scenario. It's basically the Infinity Stone that's not one of the main 6 Infinity Stones that basically controls the literary movements of the comics, I think, in Marvel. I know that Deadpool's been able to use it before. He can basically make anything happen with that dang thing. The continuity stone, just everything goes out the window with that thing. And Doc's the one with the power in this situation. You've got nothing there.
What the heck is going on? Why
Tight
can't I bring
ass.
him back?
Well, Finn made it quite clear he didn't want to be written into this scene.
What?
Those papers you destroyed also contained the fourth wall. Normally I'd prefer it stay intact, but given the current circumstances, I have no choice but to make a special exception.
Yeah.
That being said, since Finn is writing this episode, he doesn't wish to talk to you right now.
Yeah.
What? No. He can't do that. Finn, don't you
Yes,
do
he
this
can.
to me. You're in control. Write yourself into this scene right now. I want to talk. I want to hang. I want to...
No.
I want to hug.
You need to go to
know,
jail.
Right? You'd always come back right? You'd never
You're the one that overstepped, Tightwad. Ain't Finn's fault that you put everyone in this predicament.
Is this really it?
For you?
Is the black void for all eternity?
Until the third act, yes. And I do believe there are still a few minutes left. See?
Yeah. This is the most fourth wall breaking. Kudos on them for being able to pull this off. This is actually a legit good fourth wall break in anything.
We do now.
Like, see, that's how long you have left.
Well, I'm no expert on the collapse of narrative universes, but when I'm alone with someone else, a talk tends to help pass the time.
A talk, huh? A talk about what?
Oh, just whatever's on your mind. How you happen to be feeling, something along those lines. Always works for me.
You want to know how I'm feeling? Terrible. Absolutely terrible. I
Your
just
fault.
blew it again. Bigger than I ever have. I mean, I've gone insane with power before. I've conquered huge corporate conglomerates, national bank chains, even little mom and pop souvenir shops that sell those little porcelain figures that nobody ever buys. But I was getting better. I swear I was. Day by day, I was improving. Heck, I was 5 seconds seconds away from cashing out and going home. I even told Finn I'd had enough. He heard me. He was so proud of me. He said he was proud of me. But no! The second I saw those papers and what I could do with them, I started going mad again. I could save us so much money, like all the money in the universe. That's all I cared about. And I just had to go off the rails again. And hey, at least every other time it happened, I had my one and only friend next to me. At least I had the greatest guy in the world to cheer me up and tell me that I could do it. Now I have nothing. The world is nothing. The story is nothing. Heck, this scene might as well be nothing if there's no continuity anymore. I just...
You need some therapy, dude. Like, you actually...
It seems like you've definitely been making great strides to better yourself. Not just for Finn's sake, but also for your own sake, too.
I have. Honest, I have. I don't want to be like this anymore. It's nice to have money, but I don't want it controlling my life, my every action and thought.
Do you remember where these thoughts stemmed from? This need for money? This power lust?
Good question. Why?
It's impossible to forget. When you lose literally everything, what you have, where you live, who you are, you just want everything.
Somebody's going to have to fill in the blanks. Did this character that was also voiced by Finn used to have a cutie mark and then had a fanon reason as to why he lost said cutie mark? Again, I don't know. I'm not familiar with this character aside what I was told the last episode. So someone's going to have to fill in the blanks for me on that one.
Everything. Money seems like the greatest thing. It's a thing that I can use to buy another thing, and then another thing, and another thing. I can't have nothing if I always have a thing that can get me more things, you know?
Money can't buy happiness in the end.
What was the one thing you didn't need to spend any money to get?
Your friend.
Finn. Look, I know about the whole money can't buy friendship deal. I've been there before. I never thought Finn would actually leave. The way he was always there without fail.
This is the song that should be playing in his head. Nobody's fault but mine. Nobody's fault but mine. Because it is his fault. Like, no one else made him take... No one else made Tightwad do this, so this is all on him. It's like... No one forced him into this position. Like... There are different levels of sympathy that I give out to characters depending on the scenario. And it's a case by case, and it depends on the type of character it is. I'm just purely focusing that into fictional stuff. I'm not going to focus on real life stuff. I'm trying to focus on fictional. And this is not badly written. This is somebody that's addicted. He's just flat out addicted to doing the type of thing that he's been doing. Addictions are hard to overcome. In any kind. Whether it be smoking, alcohol, food. I'm the one fat, so that's why I pointed to myself. Just things that end up being detrimental. But my sympathy meter's not very high on this guy. High meaning I have a lot of sympathy, low meaning I have low sympathy. I'm in the mid to low because this character, as a character, not as the story. The story's good. The story's doing a good job of showing the kind of off-the-rails stuff a character can go. But the character, I don't have a whole lot of sympathy for the character himself in this situation, just because, like, dude, you've known how you can get. You should have stopped while you were ahead. But that is part of the story. That's part of the narrative. So I'm not bashing the story or narrative. And I think they've done an entertaining job of showing exactly the kind of hijinks this kind of over-the-topness can be about certain scenarios. So I do like this episode, and I like the last episode as well, because I think it's doing a good job of showing just how off the rails someone can get when they're reintroducing themselves into a scenario, into a type of attitude or type of behavior. I'm not a psychologist or psychiatrist, by the way, but that's just my perspective. I don't have a whole lot of sympathy for the character because, as I said, no one made him do it. But for story purposes, I think this is working.
He didn't feel like a thing I had. He just felt like a part of me. A part that would just always be there.
Taking friends for granted and then pushing them away from your own actions.
I tried to be there. Finn?
Well,
I wanted to stick with you, Tightwad. I had nothing but faith in you. I knew you were trying to change and you were doing so well on that path, but after seeing what you became when you had control over all eternity,
useless.
It hit me. You were never really gonna change. At least not until you really saw what you could lose. You lose money all the time, but what would happen if you lost? I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done that. It was too much. No, you were right.
No.
I didn't know. You were always there for me, and
like I said before, I'm trying to focus on having the discussion be around in a fictional sense, but this is something that applies to real life just as well. Sometimes people just need a figurative, sometimes literal, depending on the situation and scenario. Full disclosure, this is on a case-by-case basis, by the way. Some people need a figurative / metaphorical slap to the back of the head, like Gibbs from NCIS, just to kind of a wake-up call, like, hey, look around you and see what you're doing. You need to stop. You need to come to this realization that what you're doing is not the right thing to do. And again, I know I've said it's can apply in real life as well. That's very much a case-by-case basis. Don't go around smacking everybody upside the head just because they're doing something dumb. It's very tempting, but...
And when you weren't, I don't want to, I'm having trouble saying it. Here, use this.
The script. I mean, fitting, considering continuity is just broken.
Finn, you are the greatest, kindest, sweetest, and most thoughtful guy I've ever met. Your smile is contagious. Your laugh is infectious. Your mane could use a trim, but I don't want to bug you too much about that. You always try to see the best in people, including me. And honestly, I wish I could show you my best every single day. It's hard to resist a lot of the time. It's hard to tell myself to stop. Turns out what I needed was a reminder. Good kick in the head.
Yeah, like I was saying!
Hey dummy, look what you could be losing. Don't you dare apologize for what you did. It's the best thing you could have done. I'm the one who should be sorry. And I am. I'm gonna keep working. I'm gonna keep trying to be the great guy that you always see in me.
Doc just being proud.
Power and money are
off
nice,
on the side,
but
like,
if it means a world without you in it, then yeah, no thanks. I love you, buddy.
I can't be too mad at the character.
I love you too, Tightwad.
I was gonna make a joke, but I'm not going to right now.
Well, we've really had a long day.
Yeah, I'd
I
say
wanna
so.
just end the episode and go home.
You should probably set things straight first. Yeah, probably should set things right first.
Nah. Hey, Doc, hold on to this for a while, would ya? I think Finn and I are a little overdue for some playtime. No need to be a skilled mercenary in an empty void, right?
No, you two are free to have fun.
Well, we've got no continuity and endless possibilities. What do you want to do?
Oh, Lord.
Tag, you're it! No one thinks like you, Blue Boy. Get back here!
I guess that's
I'm gonna
true.
get you this time. No, you're not! No, you're not!
Got him. Oh. Yeah, so he did lose his cutie mark. I mean, I kind of figured that was the case already, but... obviously when they were younger, yeah. There we go.
Alright, guys. I understand that a lot of you are probably really sore with me right now.
Everybody.
Okay, all of you are really sore with me right now, but
yes.
Come on, at least I put everything back to normal. No more empty void, all your weapons are back. I even paid out of my pocket so we can put continuity back together. See? I know this doesn't make up for everything, but I am truly, honestly sorry for going off the deep end like that. I let greed consume me for the billionth time, but thanks to Finn, I doubt I'll ever do something this insane again. So what do you say? Could you find it in your heart to love and tolerate old Tightwad?
About that. You got too many of them that are just still a little too angry.
Okay, how about acknowledging him? Could you at least blink or something? You're freaking me out.
That's true.
I will stab you.
Finn, I believe it is in everyone's best interest if you take Tightwad home now.
Yeah.
We need a bit of time to cool off from what we just experienced.
Yeah,
we'll see you back here
smart
once
move.
his friend's arrest expires. Hopefully it won't be much longer from now.
Yep, should be free to come back solo by next week.
Good. Take care, you two.
Now
and
what?
I might as well take some of the blame as well. I was overwhelmed with all the finances and thought some outside help could be useful, but I suppose it's fair to say that I was mistaken.
You didn't make him do all that
all
stuff,
those in
though,
favor
Doc.
of never allowing outsiders into Coal Town ever again unless they're a team member or they have an appointment to fill empty slots, raise your hooves.
Sorry,
I'm not even
guys,
part of the
but I
team
can
and I'm
speak
raising
from
my
personal
hand.
experience that never works.
Welcome to our Tartarus.
Why does that sound like foreshadowing?
Actual foreshadowing? I might need a
You
hint.
think we could get hired as religious deities? Said Maddie.
Oh.
Oh,
Bloopers.
she's going to kill me for that Scottish accent. Oh. Whoa. All right, where's Lawrence Cheney when you need him?
My brain just got derailed here. Was that Anthony C laughing just then? Was that Anthony? Because, he's the first one that comes to mind when I think, Tartarus, this, continuity here. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. I don't even have time to... oh, shoot. That's much further along than I realized. I didn't even realize that it was this late. I can't even edit tonight. But, yeah, it was that Anthony C. Someone correct me on that, but he's the first name I think of when I think of someone that's in Tartarus relating to this. Or is there something else that they're hinting at? I think I'm right about it, hinting at Tartarus, Anthony C. and all that. I think, but also, new team members. We still kind of need, still need some more team members to pump to bolster the ranks. You know? And yeah, needing that. I think I got my main points out. What did you guys think? I'm just going to end this video here because, one, I got to go to bed, got work tomorrow. And then, yeah, but this was an interesting episode. I was expecting the shenanigans that happened in the first third to go on a little bit longer as far as budgetary cuts. I half expected to see more live action stuff, like DeWilsonator doing the title cards, which that was a great bit in and of itself with all the misspellings. That part was great. But I was half expecting more of that, just scenes. It's like, wait, you mean we've got to resort to live action for some of our scenes? What? This breaks the illusion! I was expecting more of that, but it was funny what we got. What did you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Like if you enjoyed, comment your thoughts on everything that's happened here and some of the stuff that I've said here. It's what came out of my head. Subscribe if you're new and tap the bell to get notified whenever I upload a video so you don't miss any reactions, gameplay, or otherwise. Also, go check out my Discord. Link is in the description. Come join me. We'll talk. Post memes, songs, videos, artwork. You can self-promote your own stuff and just have some fun. This has been Lance Corblehawk 30, signing off.